you guys, hello, hi. Welcome back to my channel where we like to something. Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are going to be cooking up a seafood boil. One thing I like, well, one out of many, is food and seafood most of all. So y'all, let's get started. And oh, before I forget, make sure you cook this with love. Pray over this food, guys. Before I make food, I pray over it that it will be the bestest of the bestest meals that I ever have made. So let's get started.
Hey friends, so here we have all our ingredients. I forgot to put out the butter, onions and the brown sugar, but everything else is here and I'll put it all in the description box below. So here I'm just taking off all the jingly bits from the sweet corn. I'm just gonna break them in half, put them in a bowl and wash them. At this point, the corn was being a bit stubborn and didn't want to break, but we got there in the end. Also, I cut up the potatoes there in the same bowl and I washed everything together. So I also put the prawns in a bowl and I washed them. The cooked prawns, I'm not going to touch them just yet because they won't be put in at the same time as the other prawns. So here the water is just boiling and we're putting in the corn and the potatoes. Guys, wait. It was at this point I realized I messed up because the pot that I used was too small for the amount of corns and potatoes that I had. So I had to transfer it into a bigger pot. So now we're going to season our water with some chicken Knorr cubes. I think I put about 2.5. I've also put some all-purpose seasoning in there. I then added some cayenne, guys, I don't know how you say it. But I added it. I added a tablespoon of that. I also added some Cajun seasoning. There wasn't a lot left, but that was probably about a teaspoon. And some ground pimento. I also added some curry powder. Guys, this curry powder is so stubborn. I'm always having issues with it. But I put about a tablespoon of that. And then I also put in some mixed herbs, you know, just to say I put herbs inside, I guess. I just measured that by eye. That was probably about a teaspoon, maybe a bit more. And then I also bought some garlic paste to put in because I forgot to buy garlic powder and I wanted it to have that garlic kick to it. So I put about 1.5 tablespoons. And then I just put the rest of the all-purpose seasoning just because I want it to be very seasoned. and a bit of salt. So remember your seasoning water. So, you know, you have to make sure you put an adequate amount of seasoning. So I also added some chili oil as well that I got from a Chinese shop. I cannot remember the name of it, but I will try and find it and put in the description box. And here the sweet corn and potatoes are boiling and it smells so good. Yes, mommy. So we're going to start on the sauce, and for that I am cutting up a garlic clove and an onion. Now because it's in the sauce, I don't want the onions and garlic to be chunky, so I kind of finely dice them. But if you prefer for them to be chunky, then you know, do you, boo? So I've taken out the sweet corn and the potatoes from the water. I'm putting them in a bowl to set aside. Guys, just look at all that smoke. Kai, food is good, man. So with that exact same water, I've put in the prawns. And then I added a bit of the sweet chili sauce. Guys, please, if you could smell this. Luscious. So now I've added the prawns in. Then I'm just going to cover them and turn up the heat just a bit. So I've started on the sauce, I've melted the butter in a frying pan, and I've added the onions and garlic. So I literally added all the seasoning that I first used to season the water. So that's curry powder, pimento, all-purpose seasoning, paprika, chili flakes, the cayenne pepper, and then yeah. Guys, make sure that the heat is not too high, because you don't want to burn up the butter, because you really need that sauce so the garlic and onions don't feel so chunky. So I also decided to add some sweet chili sauce just to give it that sweet taste. Guys, please come and see these prawns. Oh god, I had to eat one because the color just shows the seasoning that they soaked in. So I've still got the water left over. So basically here I've added some cold water to flour and corn flour because I wanted the quote-unquote seasoned water to be thick and to mix it in with the prawns, potatoes and sweet corn. So I've put that on some heat to simmer. And here is the sauce. Guys, please, this tastes amazing. And here is the finished product. Bon apple tea.